YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. So I am back with another reaction video for you guys. Before we get into the video, make sure you share and like the video. Also subscribe to the channel if you like the content, and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content or go live. So Sunny Hostin is in the news once again, you guys. Her husband has been recently accused or sued for federal insurance fraud. Baby, let's talk about it. People are attributing this lawsuit to Sunny Hostin. They're saying that it's something that she said on The View that could have implemented him or caused an investigation into his practices. And I want to play a clip of what she had to say, but people are saying it is allegedly her fault that this investigation and this suit has occurred. So I want to play what she had to say, and then we're going to get into what he's exactly being charged or sued for. So let's go ahead and play the clip. Here we go.
Only about 31% of Americans trust our healthcare system. We have a terrible healthcare system. And, you know, doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband, you know, operates on someone even though they don't have insurance, and then has to sue health insurance companies to get paid for the work that he's been trained his whole life to do. So there are a lot of problems with it. But the notion that we are in a violent country, this country was built on violence.
Ooh, baby, listen. What do you guys think about what she had to say? So people are speculating that this could have been the reason why her husband is being sued. So it's saying that Emmanuel Hostin, who is the husband of Sunny Hostin, has been accused of federal insurance fraud in a new lawsuit, baby. According to a suit obtained by Page 6, the orthopedic surgeon was one of 200 defendants named in one of the biggest racketeer, influence, and corrupt organizations, RICO, cases ever filed in New York. In the lawsuit, they're saying that Emmanuel, who was listed as Emmanuel Hostin, MD, was accused of federal insurance fraud and getting kickbacks by performing surgery and billing a company that insured taxi companies and Uber and Lyft drivers. That is crazy. If we listen to what Sunny said on The View, she basically clarified that. I mean, you know, she could have been the smoking gun as to why they decided to open an investigation on her own husband, baby. This is crazy. This is why I say sometimes people talk and they don't realize what they're saying. You talk and you say too much, and now your husband is being sued for fraud. So, you know, so basically what they're saying is, you know, she said that he would do surgeries on people who didn't have insurance, and then tried to, I guess, sue other companies for the money to still get paid. And honestly, even though it sounds like he's trying to do a good deed, that he's trying to help people who don't have insurance, but at the same time, it may possibly be something that is illegal. And a lot of people are talking about Sunny because, you know, she does not have a good reputation amongst certain people. They're talking about how she constantly calls Donald Trump a convicted felon and things of that nature. And people are wondering what is her thoughts about her husband now being basically in a hot seat, being charged with fraud, and, you know, something that could possibly end him up in a position to be a convicted felon as well. And I'm not saying that this should happen. He's denying the claims. He's saying this is absolutely not true. But we have to listen to what Sunny was saying. What was she saying? Did she mean what she was saying? Is it something that he was doing? Because now this is what they're accusing him of, essentially. The article goes on to say that Hostin knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgery. And this lawsuit was filed December 17 of 2024. It says, per the docs, insurance firm American Transit was then billed in exchange for kickbacks and or other compensation, which were disguised as dividends and other cash distributions. The doctor addressed the allegations via statement through his attorney, saying he denies each and every allegation, of course, and that the lawsuit is a blanket scattershot, meritless lawsuit by a near bankrupt insurance carrier. It is meant to intimidate and harass doctors from collecting for care given to American Transit insured and their passengers. That was his response. So he's denying these allegations, saying that they're not true. Once again, people are saying that she was allegedly the smoking gun behind why the lawsuit occurred and why they decided to open an investigation on her husband. I guess we'll see how this all plays out, but I wonder how she's feeling about this. Sunny has been very vocal. In many cases, some would say disrespectful to other people. So a lot of people are like throwing this back at her saying, aha, look what's happening. Maybe this is a bit of karma for the way that you are and the way that you respond to other people, and how she seems so callous in her comments and the way she responds to certain issues when it is something that she doesn't like. Now people are throwing it back saying, aha, now look what's happening in your household. What do you think about the fact that you may have been the catalyst behind it, not really knowing it? This is why I say sometimes you got to know when to be quiet. You can have an opinion, but sometimes you got to know when to be quiet. You got to know when to hush up and listen. To be honest, we all know that the healthcare system is jacked up. We know that it's messed up. We know it's super expensive. People can't afford it. We know how it is. And so there was no lie in pointing out that we have a horrible healthcare system, because we do. But on top of that, once again, from what it seems, from what allegedly her husband was doing, seems like something noble, right? Even people who didn't have insurance, you were willing to do surgeries for them because they need it and they can't afford the insurance. So sounds like a noble thing that you would be willing to help these people out, but at the same time, it could be considered an illegal practice, and it's something that you can definitely be, you can go to jail for, or be charged for, or be sued for. And the fact that she mentioned it on the show so openly, presenting it as a good thing, it might not be so good for his career, and it may not be a legal practice. And I think that is what's happening here. So listen, I want to know your thoughts on this one. What do you think about Sunny Hostin? I know a lot of people do not like her, and she says some things that kind of rubs people the wrong way. But what do you think about now that her husband is kind of in a hot seat at her own hands? Do you think that he's feeling the type of way about her actually saying that on the air? Women talk too much, honestly. A lot of times we talk too much. Sometimes you got to know when to be quiet and what not to say, and when to say something. And of course, she's on a public show, public platform. That's what her job is. But when it comes to her husband, that is not something that we needed to know. She could have made her points without exposing her husband, or, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's exactly what she did. And that could have been, we don't know, that could have been the catalyst behind them deciding to investigate him, because she's saying he would do surgeries allegedly for people without insurance. And then that's exactly what he's being sued for. That's crazy, right? So listen, I want to get y'all thoughts on this one. Chime in the comments. I want to hear your opinions, your thoughts, concerns. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.